Reyna, of course, has a couple on her tool belt as well. But unfortunately, as you push mid, Lucker is going to come in from behind, open up with a headshot onto Artis. Now it's the 4v5 push onto B.
They've got B site controllers, so they think. Rhyme is still here in position. Able to spot 2 on the push as well, so great defense coming out from NIP to kick things off here in the first half. On Ascent, Mixwell right around the corner. Hip makes quick work of him. It's all up to David P. The only kill on the round prevents it from being a flawless pistol victory for NIP. Head and work their way in through short through the tree room. Nice move to shoot out the window to potentially scare them into keeping their eyes on their back. Rhyme from inside Hell, able to take out one before falling to David P. Fearoth there with the swing as well from Heaven on the Bulldog. It'll work out initially. The wall comes in to try and slow them down, but the wall gets chiseled away by NIP. Lucker tried to go through the window to take the challenge towards short and tree room. Doesn't work out so well for him as Petit Tech is right around the corner. And it'll come down to 2 now on NIP. It'll be Fearoth and Kriya. Over the top of the smoke goes the Owl drone, but it doesn't matter. David P sneaks inside that dark cover and will get the last 2 on the round. And G2 strike with the first buy round, finding success. So the deli has the cheeses. I can live without gelato. Cheese, that's like a different one altogether.
Oh, Lucker! Close, but that cigar will not be in his hands. It's another shot here from Fearoth to seal the deal, but as he rotates through, trying to get a little bit more information, it's Mixwell that'll be his demise, as now the door is closed and Mixwell separated from the rest of his team. Fortunately for him, NIP playing a little bit closer towards the defender spawn as things are starting to spiral out of control for them, and the round likely going to G2 once again, and that'll give them the lead, but at least NIP win the pistol, they win the round to follow, but now G2 are officially online and can start their dominance. We'll see how that will carry forward in the rounds to come. But
result in a man advantage early in the round here for G2.
Yeah, they break that tripwire, and now that gives a lot of information over to G2. Kriya, from a distance, will find Patitek. They've already escaped. It's the re-peek now from Hip, as he thinks enough time has passed, but it's the execute for G2. Only person on the site is Rhyme, and he's got a lot of members for G2 starting to funnel in. The headshots good, one after the other. Still one more on the site. Uses the camera. Shot's not going to connect, though, as Pith will be the one that comes out on top. But it's down to the 2v2. An expensive round now for G2, but it is up to Nip to focus on the retake. Resurrection comes in for Artis, so he's back in play as Hip is trying to just ever so slowly move forward through the ice. On the opposite side, of course, it is going to be Kriya that is looking to join. A couple of early shots. The spray's good onto Artis, and the great repositioning there for Hip to get back into the mix. It's the fake. Another spray is good. It's down to the 1v2, but it's all along. David P swinging in from behind. Shot's going to be good now, down to the 1v1, and it's all up to Kriya. Does not want to swing. A pre-fire shot from David P does not net him the frag, but it's Kriya looking to commit. Gets it up to half, but still needs to commit for the second half. And David P's waiting for it, but now here comes the commit. All he needs to do is stick it, but does not have enough time. And it's G2 that win the round. What a close one. NIP almost had that. He has no clue where any of these G2 members are, so just holding close towards the generator. Sometimes the swing to the right will work out well. The swing to the left does, but it's Mixwell that'll quickly be there for the refrag. Now, up to Hip and Lucker in the 2v4. Resurrection available, so they might be able to get at least Fearoth back into the mix. He's quite close near the garden. And if they are able to get one more res, we'll see if that'll be the case. David P, great lurk from a distance. We'll take out Hip, and now just down to Lucker for a shot with the op not going to connect, and Patedek will just gun and run him down. We'll see if that ends up playing a factor, if Nip are able to really start to catch up earlier on. But let's have a quick look at how this boost play is going to start to come through. It's Lucker that is now going to swing with the op, and it's a shot that's whiffed from both sides twice. And as G2 push forward, they will punish some of that early aggression towards the catwalk and as well the middle. It's 2 now down for Nip, and G2, they're feeling strong.
Somehow Fearoth and Rhyme, though, able to get back into the round. Fearoth as well, playing around on that cyber cage over in B, brings it back to even strength. So, a little bit interesting there as they go for that take. The spike still hasn't made it onto either site, so there's obviously options here for G2. In a moment here as the Jet, 40 seconds left on the clock. And there it is.
I'm wondering if in that case, well, I mean, we've got caster vision. There's no way that you know, but they have the Hunter's Fury. You know what I mean? I wonder if you even just blindly check. Okay, are they going to plant towards generator? Are they going to plant towards default? But I think it's actually a little bit more out of the way, planted closer towards the actual door there. But David P will push forward. He's going to find Rhyme. A 4K on the round, and he nods left and right, and it's the English breakfast that gets dunked right on Fearoth there. Another round on the board for G2.
Have the res, but they've got the Hunter's Fury for G2 in a post-plant scenario that could be pretty powerful. Fearoth around the corner with the Sheriff, gets a dink shot, has to follow it up with a shot to the body. Players in this A site, though, being taken out left and right. Lucker using the wall again, this time going up top with the Sheriff. It doesn't work out as well as it has in times with the AWP. But there's Rhyme hitting one shot, make it two. Rhyme's been so good. They're going to send him into the site as well, and it's now down to one. It's David P on the other side of the generator as the spike gets secured. Hip, does he get the timing on the shot right? No, David P narrowly wins the round there for G2, and they continue in similar form. We may have seen them lose the first two rounds, but it's been all G2 since then, like that. David P starting to move up into the tree room. There's a couple of bodies building up on short. Nice flash coming out from Kriya, the Paranoia, but it didn't actually result in David P's demise. It was just a dry peek that came through first, so it kept the trade from being a possibility. Hip's going to chime in with one as well over on the B site, so that'll be Artis who's now on the sideline. Mixwell had the right idea right on the other side of that wire as he goes for it, ends up getting taken out by Kriya. One of the more promising rounds we've seen from NIP in quite some time.
Of course, there are still two that remain, and they're locked and loaded. Kriya in a very cheeky spot. He's looking for the trade here from the side of Pith. He's going to find it, but still the 1v4 going to be very difficult for him. Around the corner, he goes through the door, and Hip will gladly guide him towards the light. Now, the last and final round of the half.
With Valorant, but this, I think, takes things to a whole different level, as he is just decimating his opposition currently. David P, we spoke about this player just a second ago, gets high on the wall to peek through those grates into the B site, but it doesn't even matter. Artis has got the entries, so they lose everyone on the B site. It's pretty much looking solid right now for G2 until we do see Kriya come through towards mid and get the backstab on one, and a res come through as well from Lucker to bring us back to full strength 3-on-3.
Hunter's Fury is popped, and Kriya now has to get out of a very difficult position. Unfortunately, the TP not going to work out for him. It is starting to look very rough here for NIP. They're looking to push in. One frag will come easy, but there's still a lot more on the money that they need to work through. Fearoth getting a little bit more involved, but has to check his blind spot. And so does Lucker, as Artis will find 4 on the round. 3-9, the scoreline of the first half. Those are good too. That's like my number 4, but I gave my top 3, you know? There's a space for them in my top 5. Yeah.
There's the Rain of Flash to lead them in. The Lear tries to open up the site, and the defense currently crumbling under the pressure as the take comes through from NIP, and it looks fantastic. Mixwell up in heaven, trying to shift past that ice, slowly crawling his way. It's painful even to watch. Does have the dash to get back. Somehow catches Rhyme. Wasn't prepared for the repeat coming in. The smoke's going to go down as well. The Owl drone doesn't do its job as it gets taken out initially. David P has found one. They're making this look easy, but there's a decent crossfire setup working out right now. It's David P in the one-on-one against Fearoth. The dart's going to give away the position. The defuse is in, but he hears the footsteps, so he knows David P has pulled off the spike. David needs to find another big clutch. It's not going to happen today. NIP survive a chaotic pistol round on the A site. Talking about it coming into the series, because NIP, or G2 for that matter, has had good success on Ascent. And we were asking, are they just an Ascent team? As they go for the push up catwalk, maybe we'll get that answer. Lucker gonna find 2 quick kills, goes for the res, punished by David P, who gets all 3. How does this happen time and time again? David P is just a force to be reckoned with right now, and he's the only player on this team who isn't signed. G2, get out that pen and paper and make it official.
And now the attack, of course, down to 3. They're going to be looking towards the B site, but little do they know, this is the correct call. The only person that is within proximity is, of course, Artis. But look at Mixwell. Unfortunately, the tailwind, wrong direction, stuck on the railing by the stairs. Now Artis about to see a stampede of NIP members push in towards this B site. has the angle set here with the operator. First shot's good. The Dragon spreads its wings, but they will make quick work of that fallen comrade. Already on the site, it's the 2v3 retake, and here come G2.
They're moving into position for the retake, and yeah, that's pretty much easy as David P does what David P does best. A res coming in at the tail end to bring Petit Tech back into play. I mean, I guess it's a bit of an econ res there coming out. Determine seeding going into playoffs. So do not fret, neither team is going to be sent home. And again, this could very likely be our final. So consider this a small taste of what you might see later on in the tournament.
Specifically Sunday, for those of you wondering. Sunday will be the grand final day. David P, come on, David P with 3! Lucker able to take him down finally, but David P just always, somehow on this map, has really shown us his magic. They make quick work of the weapons that they've been given in certain situations, so maybe can expect a couple more frags on the way out, but it's already looking like it's not going to be the case, as it's utility galore thrown directly their way. And now NIP have 7 rounds to climb back.
Nothing really working out well there. Hip. Oh, the timing goes for the spike pickup. That's a problem. David P comes through B main, drops the spike, and makes the round that much harder for NIP.
Mixwell now, all they really need to do is just hold this spike down. David P and Mixwell, they've got a great cross. As the attacker looking for maybe more control of the other side of the map, but at this point it may be just too little too late, all down to one final play.